Hey y'all, welcome back. It's me, Mama King, the Divine Oracle. I'm so glad you could join me. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. Hope you all are having a beautiful Saturday. I wish you well for this weekend. I hope everything goes all in your favor. All right, let's be careful and mindful of our energies and what we are putting out into the world, what we're telling ourselves, what we're believing about ourselves and our communities, okay? Let's keep it on a positive note. Heal any issues that we may have. Offer forgiveness for ourselves and others around us the best we can, okay? You ain't got to bow down to nobody but yourself, baby. Um, I cracked open my journal again. I re-uploaded a video that I thought I messed up on, but I didn't. Oh my God, me and my details, but whatever. I just re-uploaded it. Thank God I did not erase it. I have broke it down, so it's a re-upload. It's dealing with 1 Corinthians 12, 4 through 11. Interesting enough, I come reevaluating my journal. I started here in 2014, January 16th in particular, and what I was thinking at the time, and hey, I'm still in alignment, so I haven't changed much. My core values are still there. My core beliefs are still there, even though I denounce religion and things like that, okay? Some may call that apostasy, an abandonment of some sort of a previous loyalty, but it's just a changing of the mind, seeing things in a different perspective. And I would never, ever abandon my heritage, okay? No matter what they say about Christianity and all that in the church, it's actually that's where I come from, and a lot of us do, okay? However we got there. Somewhere it turned into some sort of deception or mind fog, okay? So we're coming up out of that, and let's just be blessed and grateful for that energy. Now we know. As above, so below, as within, so without. Great Spirit of the East, West, South, and North, please protect me and allow me to see. So beautiful energies coming up in here. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please engage with the videos, with the readings, commenting, sharing, liking, okay? Let's get this growing together. I have visions, and I'm sure you do too. As above, so below. Let's make it happen. It's all up to us. All right. So this is a general collective reading, so let's just take what resonates with us and leave the rest behind, okay, y'all? As above, so below, as within, so without. Great Mother of the East, West, South, and North, please protect me and allow me to see. Alright, so I do see the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands and Seven of Cups are in the upright. Speaking about this scripture that I did not read yet. I read it before I turned the camera on, but what I say, Ephesians 4:11 through 12. And he gave some as apostles, and some as prophets, and some as evangelists, and some as pastors and teachers, for the equipping of the saints for the work of service to the building of the body of Christ, Christ consciousness, freedom. And everyone has a gift, okay? They don't necessarily have to be apostles and prophets. Those are just names that are used here for clarification of who we're speaking of. But of course, we all have our individual purposes and goals. We have many choices. We have many gifts, many talents, okay? I do see a transformation of those gifts and talents making choices here to use your magic to see a different perspective, okay? We got Chariot Throne energy with the Ace of Wands, Magician energy. I do see someone who's lacking the inner skills to change something, or this could be a problem. All these bodies start showing up. I get a little nervous, okay? There could be a King of Swords, a King of Cups in the energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so we do have some sort of spiritual battle going on. I see a positive choice in a relationship here. Possibly just reconnecting here with your inner self, your emotions, your intuition during a tower energy, whether this has happened or will happen here. We have towers all through our lives when divine intervention comes in at a particular time. A lot of it has to do with your age and the time that you have agreed to wake up in this realm, okay? To become aware of the spirituality in the spirit realm that is surrounding all of us. You just have to make a choice to participate in it. We make a conscious choice to come into this world in some sort of a illusion, okay? Especially those of you who are chosen or feel that you're chosen or guided by the divine, right? You have a higher purpose in that you help transform the entire world with your particular knowledge and energy. This style of magic that you do, I don't know if someone's having a problem detaching from a collaboration, or maybe now someone's refusing to walk away from some sort of illusion about their religion or their beliefs, okay? You don't have to walk away from it. You just have to change your perspective and see it from someone else's point of view. And that'll shine a light on who you truly are, okay? So it's all in love. Maybe it may hurt, or the truth. Yeah, people feel like you're being mean or distasteful, or you're in your ego when you speak the truth, okay? We all have to come to this realization, even myself. You have to break down this energy, this ego energy. There's no need for it, only to protect your own energy, okay? Have a guard up so that you're not caught up in this illusion or any sort of spell or misguidance of your divinity or what divinity is, okay? It's not about the lower chakras taking over the higher chakras. It's about bringing balance to everything. All right? This is what the Christ consciousness is supposed to bring, right? Not to control anyone. You can set magic in motion, but you just can't control the timing. And once you start tapping into everyday magic, you do realize that you are crafting something that's very important. And you're doing that with your every thought, and that is what creates your own life. And even the Bible speaks of that. You know, God spoke and there it was, okay? It's the same concept. It's the same thing. The tools we use to hone our intuition or reveal our connection to the lower world are not in and of themselves magic. The magic lies in sensing the connection. It's something within. We can teach it all day, but if you don't tap in and get the lessons, then it doesn't matter. It just goes by, okay? We use tools to channel this feeling outward, to make inner knowings visible in the outer world, okay? It's not taking away from your first love, which is you, okay? The Christ within you. What if deep within you, you already know the pattern of your own being, which you can calculate and speculate and determine and map out just by revisiting your past, your history, your family, what things have occurred, different situations, different people. Take note of when people were born, the times that they were born. This all has a pattern, all has some sort of impact on your life, whether you know that or not. It's true, okay? It's not something that you see. It's just something you have to observe and find and research. What if deep within you, you already know the pattern of your own being, and all you have to do is grow into it? Being the protagonist of your own life doesn't magically give you control over the external factors of your world. It means instead that you are actively and consciously steering your internal interpretations. You're being guided by your own divine light here, your own knowledge and awareness of who you are and where you are in this universe. You are engaged in the intensely creative act of making meaning from chaos, from the ignorance, from the darkness of the world, okay? And not to judge anyone. Ignorance is just a lack of knowledge, and we're just here to open up the books, okay? The books, the what do you say? You know what kind of books I'm talking about. Not the physical books, which it can pertain to that. It can start there. But the Akashic records, make it simple. The books that are stored up forever, that we always have access to as long as you choose to, okay? The Lovers, Gemini energy. I've been grappling with this Gemini energy all day. Maybe for the past week, okay? I'm trying to see how it fits in with the God mind. With it basically being free will, okay? We're not robots. We have the choice to go against the universe, to meld with the universe, to vacillate and to create with the universe, or we can choose to resist it, okay? And consequences and rewards are dealt out as such. But you're the judge because you're the one making these decisions, okay? Someone could be fighting over some sort of cheating energy, okay? We do have King of Cups and the King of Swords. The name Gideon is significant. That could be referring to someone in the Bible or that story. You might want to research it. Or you can, it's actually somebody named Gideon. Okay, someone may not be pregnant. It says pregnant, but it's in reverse. And there could be something that's supervised or someone's being watched. So move accordingly, whether this be you or someone you know. So you're creating your own magic. You are the driver of your ship here. You could be driven, or someone could be just using sex or some sort of attraction to cause an illusion, to get someone, in the dark about their own ability to escape or to be wherever they want to be, okay? With the Eight of Cups in reverse is not walking away from some sort of illusion or this sacrifice. That is King of Cups, King of Swords energy. Okay, so why is the Six of Swords in reverse with the Three of Pentacles in reverse? That's stopping some sort of freedom or some sort of protection here. Yeah, now they have the Ace of Wands. It's a hidden hand, okay? New project and inspiration, an urge to create, because there's deception here, creative deception, possibly by gossiping or telling a lie, giving some bad information, misinformation about the way you express yourself or the way someone else expresses themselves, okay? Someone lacks or someone fears not having enough faith or success, or not being able to produce their own success with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe this is why they resort to magic or using manipulative tactics by speaking ill of other people. With Eight of Wands, this is communication. The Sun has been coming up a lot in the readings this week. Also, it's in reverse at this time. So this is inner child energy or something that has been produced by holding back or investing in lies and magic with this King of Cups. King of Cups, Eight of Wands. It could be online, social media. This is information, energy. Okay, Eight of Wands is energy. So the King of Cups with the Ace of Wands, please. This one who could be very well endowed with an Empress energy. This is someone who may have some sort of attraction to an Empress, but lacks some sort of insight on their dreams or some sort of domestic disharmony. This could be a question about parental, this could be childhood energy, okay? Struggling relationships, no matter how they are, connected in the physical world. Ten of Cups in reverse. Past resentment, Five of Swords energy. Fighting over this man. It looks like somebody's fighting over a woman or somebody who's very highly tapped into their energy. If this is this man here, who's the Empress? Could be leaving an Empress, or this Empress is very unhappy with this King of Cups with this wand. Okay. Creating conflict, poor communication, and bad news. So this Empress is there's some instability going on here, maybe with pregnancy or an obsession. Someone could be stigmatized, okay? Someone does have a desire to reconcile with their past family, maybe because they could be leaving someone who's caused a lot of, disharmony in the home, a lack of commitment. Somebody's very greedy and lazy. None of bad news here. Okay, so making sense of the chaos that you're in. You could possibly be going through this tower now, or you will here soon. As above, so below. Small exceeding. Creating success. Allowing small works. Allow small works, does not allow great works. A bird in flight leaves its call. So that's some sort of message. Taking small steps. You're going beyond boundaries and structures, still paying close attention to them, responding and adjusting. This is a creative way to engage with the world. The call of the bird in flight reminds you not to go against your nature and overreach yourself. Scaling down your aspiration brings you blessings. What small things can you do to meet the needs of the situation, and how can you take even more care? So, move accordingly by taking small steps to overcome or conquer this situation, wherever you might be in this party, traveling, okay? Moving, going away, separating to be a traveler means that you're not at home here. You know you don't belong. And since you are only passing through, your creative involvement isn't limited. You cannot expect to change your surroundings, nor should your surroundings change you. Be constant to your own way as you travel. All right, what do you bring with you into each new situation? Think about that. And what does this place ask of you? And where is it that you're going? To be connected to your inner self here, to know where you're supposed to go. Especially during a tower or some sort of upheaval. Great taming. Not eating at home. Good fortune. Taming means building up and controlling natural resources and nurturing their growth with an eye on what can be achieved in the future. This is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This could be ending of a delay, about someone being exposed, or about someone's childhood, possibly yours. Someone could have lied about it, okay, and maybe opened you up to something else, or you heard a story about someone else's childhood and may have resonated with you, or you could have been in the same sort of scenario, okay. Steady persistence over time will yield good results, and you can now move beyond mere survival, okay. So nourish yourself on new experiences and allow your gifts to be of greater service. How can you make the most of the potential, and how would it be to master this? Okay, you got to envision your mastery of a good relationship if that's what you desire. Someone young or underage could have gotten pregnant. Okay, as above, so below, as within, so without. So let me take a look at the soul's journey here. Balance and gratitude. Bring a state of perfect harmony into your world and do so without judgment, okay? Balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize it as it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of a situation your equitable, objective perspective. Here's what this Lovers here. That's what Gemini is, free will. And also being observant and balanced in your decisions and your judgment. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. What it is about you that prevents you, what is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment, especially about religion and our thoughts and indoctrination and illusions. This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story. And you must pay yourself, or put yourself in that person's shoes, pay yourself to really understand this and her motivation. Well, it does pay. It does pay to sympathize at least with someone, empathize with something about them. Okay, it pays very well. Knowledge is very valuable, and wisdom just adds that extra, cha-ching to it. The balance is a godly virtue. And if it is stuck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. If it's struck, you strike a balance with your godly virtue, okay? And of course, definitely being grateful for everything, every little thing. Someone could be waiting for something here with the truth and confidence and shining, waiting for what you need. Bring yourself into harmony, into balance with a desired outcome, whatever it is, make it match, be in alignment. It may take longer than you imagine. Faith and patience are your allies, but fully present in waiting, your attention shines and does start a creative engagement with the world. You are committing yourself to its manifestation, your vision. How can you wait patiently and with commitment? And while you wait, how can you best make yourself ready? I say engage in a either do it on a daily basis. Definitely have to motivate yourself each day, but maybe have a routine of self-worship. Just like y'all get up on Sundays and go to church to worship all day in somebody else's house and giving them all your energy, give it to yourself. Make up your own schedule, your own program, daily program, whatever time you have. Set it out for yourself and follow that. Where you're spending time in meditation, exercise, whatever it is that makes you comfortable and seeing things in a balanced way where you're not overthinking or even too much thinking at all. Is letting yourself be free and relaxed in the energy of the spirit and the energy that is around us, okay? Changing it with each and every day that we confirm our divinity to ourselves, okay? And not overpowering or overcoming someone else's will. Not being arrogant, being respectful for all, okay? Do no harm, reject none, okay? So, I wish y'all the best. Let me see if that's it. Let me pull a little bit of heart energy here. I do welcome and thank you all for subscribing. You may not always understand why certain things happen. There is always a higher purpose to every event in your life. And through this turmoil or things that we're learning or bumping our heads, a blessing will be revealed. Stacking up, okay? Oh, I'm going to check on this Gideon story real quick. And we do have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And passion and magnetic and seductive qualities surround you at this present time. All right, enjoy that and use it to your free will. Just don't manipulate anything or anyone, okay? And let me see real quick here. Let me check on something. Give me a minute. Okay, so I'm reading from Christianity.com. Gideon in the Bible compared with some of the other judges ruling Israel. Gideon seems to get a lot of press in the Old Testament, covering more than 2 chapters compared with some of them only getting part of 1 chapter. Known as the greatest judge of Israel, readers might be surprised when they dive into the narrative to find a timid ruler. In fact, when we first meet him, he's hiding from the enemies on a threshing floor. Gideon, from the least of the least in terms of tribes, receives a call from God to take on the Midianites, a nomadic and huge group of people who depleted Israel's supplies. This article will dive into the person of Gideon, what God does to make him an even more unlikely candidate to save Israel, and why it matters to us today. And when it comes to Gideon, readers actually have quite a bit to unpack in Judges 6 through 11 through Judges 8:32. Although this article won't dive into everything, its highlight will 2 major portions of Gideon's story. So, he requires God to put dew on a fleece he lays out instead of the ground. Then he asks for the opposite, a dry fleece and wet ground. Then once more the opposites, Gemini energy. When God wanted Gideon to bring an army to take on the enormous Midianite army, he brought 32,000 men, Judges 7. Although not as sizable as the Midianites, it's enough for Gideon to be comfortable with leading the charge. God has other plans. He decides to enlist a series of tests of his own on Gideon, reminiscent of the test Gideon had for him in the previous chapter. First, he makes Gideon send home anyone who is afraid. It turns out 22,000 of the people in the army have their doubts and head on their way. Now, with 10,000 left, God makes them drink water. Apparently, only 300 of the men drunk water by putting their hands in their mouths. The other 9,700 who knelt to drink were sent home. With just 300 men now, Gideon knows he has to rely on God to provide a miracle. But God has an even odder plan in place. They won't even have to invade or attack to wipe out the Midianites. He has them create as much noise as possible by blaring trumpets and smashing jars. What can we learn from Gideon's story? God can work with a little bit of faith. Overall, we can learn that God can work through anyone, even timid believers of little faith. A leader doesn't always mean the boldest and most extroverted. God often works through believers who come from the least of the least, like Gideon. When we're hiding from what scares us most, God compels us to tackle it head on. But God wants us to trust Him. Second, God doesn't allow metaphorical crutches. Although He plays along with Gideon's fleece test, when it comes to the actual battle, He refuses to let Gideon have a cushion of a bulky army, reducing him to the bare essentials of 300. They know they have to rely on God for victory. The same happens in our lives. We can often have various cushions that offer comfort. Maybe we have jobs that provide enough income for a cozy retirement, or other members of the church who step up into leadership roles. We'd rather not feel ourselves. We can only hide on the threshing floor for so long before God pulls us out of our comfort zones to do His amazing work, her amazing work. Take it how it resonates. No matter what the cause, God, Goddess will reduce our numbers down to 300. When He does so, we have to rely on Him to do what we thought was impossible. Thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. Y'all stay blessed and grounded, and love y'all. I'm going to see you later. Bye-bye.